Heyo! Sorry for all the delays, but we're here with a link to the past. We're gonna beat the last 6 dungeons? 7 dungeons? I can't remember how many I actually hit at the end of the last Tuesday's stream. But yeah, here we are. Link to the past. Good old, good old, good old. Okay, so let me see. I know I at least did the first Dark World dungeon. What do I actually have? So I have the normal gloves. What do you get out of that Dark World dungeon? I actually don't remember. Well, just go to the Dark World then, I guess. And figure it out. I would have thought, wait a second. I would have thought I'd have a hammer. Oh, you know what? Here, let me try something. I wonder if I didn't save it? Let's, I know yeah. This seems right. Oh, you know what? Oh, I just loaded the wrong file. Haha, I was gonna say, I thought I made a lot more progress than this. Because I definitely had the magic hammer. Okay, and I had all this, okay, yeah, we're back in action. And I had a million fairies. Okay, this is right. How is it going, everybody? Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we did dungeon 2. Okay, so we could do dungeon 3 now. Do I get the fire rod in dungeon 3. So I can just go straight into that. Oh, that's not the right way. Actually, hold on. There might be some stuff. Oh no, I got that heart already. That's right. I remember at the end of last Tuesday's stream, I did a lot of cleanup stuff, I guess, like just collecting a bunch of heart pieces and all that jazz. So yeah, I really went in this wrong direction. Can I still get around? I think I can. Hopefully I can. Probably I can. Nope. Looks like it does a full circle around where I need to go. Whoops. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little frazzled. But that'll fade as we get into the meat of it. Had a lot of catch-up work to take care of after I got home for the day job, which is okay. I mean, that's the nature of working with people in different time zones and whatnot. I think I already have maxed out Harrys and fairies. Harry jars. Yeah, here we go. This is where I gotta be. Ooh, thank you for that bomb. Nope. Ah, my bombs. Oh, thank you for giving me back my bombs. So I generally kind of always hit this in the same order. I think I usually jump down here first, and I can never remember if that's the most efficient way to do it. Yeah, I think it's actually not, because I can't do much on this side until I get the boss key. But you know, there are worse things that could have happened. Yeah, that's definitely the boss key down there. So I'll come back for that. Boop. Don't have that key. This is one of those dungeons too where if you play it smart, you actually don't need to use all the keys that you get. So much so that there's just a bunch of trap rooms that are just there to waste keys and make you sad. Which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of it from a design philosophy standpoint, but There are worse things. Oh, those guys aren't bouncing me when I slash them. Oh, maybe it was just like... Maybe it was because I was moving forward when I slashed them? I didn't think that was a thing you could do. Unless it glitched out, but... I don't think that's gonna be the case. Come on. Come on. There you go, buddy. There you go. Just gonna go up here, pick up that nice little treasure chest. I don't think there's a treasure if I go up, so I'm just gonna go over here where I know there definitely is one. And that door's gonna close behind me, so I can't go back that way. Here's where the wall masters start popping out, because they are ever so much fun. And if anyone doesn't know, wall masters, when they get you, bring you back to the location that you entered the dungeon in. So that's always fun. And Zelda made that a trope, so now it shows up in other games, and I hate wall masters because they make me sad and waste my time. Ooh. These guys are crazy tough too. You know, the trick really is that you have to burn them. Okay. So... I guess that was a waste. Maybe there was a key if I went up. But then I would just use that to open the other locked door. Oh. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a go. Oh yeah, there is a treasure up here. Whoops! I forget sometimes. So I'm going to intentionally not use it on that right door because that's just going to take me back to that that front room. So really, I guess by the end of this, I'm just going to have one extra key, which is like, you know, not that necessary. But if I ever get stuck in a pinch and I need a key, then at least I'll have it. Get out of here. Okay. So that's out of the way. I'm gonna go up here. Ooh. I actually have a decent amount of money. That's surprising. Take out these guys. Whoops. Not super scared since I have a million fairies right now. Most enemies don't deal a ridiculous amount of damage, although I guess these guys just took out a good chunk of my health despite my lack of fear. Alright, we'll drag this guy down a little bit, push him against that little block, and pull it up. And avoid the wall master, or just kill the wall master who infinitely respawns, and run up there. Yeah. And normally, you get into a habit in this game where you'll just like hang out in a doorway for a while in order to avoid enemy projectiles. But wall masters don't care. They will happily pop over there and take you. Oh, come on. Oh, now I'm gonna have to go push that switch again. That's a bit of a pain. I wonder if I could... I won't bother. At least I could stun them with Boomerang if I really wanted. Ooh. Yeah. I do enjoy doing that method of just like charge my sword swings to deal extra damage. It's not always the fastest way, but if you do it, if you time it well, it can speed things up a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow that up. Ah. No bones. Yeah, I might as well use this. That's right, it doesn't do anything against... Whoop. Come on. There you go, boss key! Or big key, I guess, in this game. Oh, you can still get me in here. Ha! Ha! And then this is definitely a trap room. There is nothing to be gained here. At least, nothing as far as I've ever found in any of my playthroughs of this game. So, I'm just going to take that key and boogie. And I'm going to go up here. Ooh. Thank you for that heart. And I'm just gonna clear out this area. I'm not actually sure what's in here other than maybe the map or compass, because I don't think I found either of those yet. Yeah, I guess that was just nothing. It doesn't really matter. It just takes me back here. So you hit that, it opens up that passageway. And really what happens here is that it's like, oh yeah, I opened this passageway. Now I could go up to that locked room, which is just a trap. So you go through this this big tedious thing just to find out that, oh, it doesn't go anywhere. Wall Masters! What's up, String? How's it going, man? Wall Masters are mean. And I dislike that they've become a trope in all Zelda-like games forever forward. Although, I think I'll take Wall Masters over like-likes, just for the sheer amount of wasted time that they deliver. Hey, what's up, H-Pets? Yeah. Whoop. Oh, it's okay. I got fairies. I was hoping to be cool and not have to use fairies until the boss, which I probably will definitely need fairies for. But I'm not that cool, I guess. Nothing much, just hanging? Yeah. That's good, man. Was just playing some Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Noise. I still need to do that. Jen went through and played Master Mode and was boasting about it, and I'm still sitting here like, I need to beat the base game. Take care of those, and boop. Can't dodge that. Good old fire rod. You found the fire rod. This rod commands the red fire. But watch your magic meter. Okay. I am very excited to play Breath of the Wild on stream, though. It's like... Get on that, Chris. I mean, at this point, I'm basically just reserving it for the stream, I think. Unless people don't want to watch that much Breath of the Wild, but... I don't know, I want to save something fresh. Although, I guess I'm going to get a bit of that with some of these games anyway, because I have never beaten Link's Awakening. I've never played the Tingle games. I'm gonna play the BS Zelda games ahead of time just to make sure that I can get them working. These guys deal so much damage. But yeah, stuff like that. I need to beat the base game too. There are just too many amazing games. I know, right? Well, Breath of the Wild especially is like, you know, here's a million side quests that are super fun and enticing, and I don't want to, like, kill Ganon until I solve all those other little quests. Even though I know that they'll let me go back and take care of those side quests, I'm just like, I gotta do it in the right order. I'm always down for Breath of the Wild. Playing it, watching it, yeah, awesome. I really haven't watched too many people play it. I watched the Game Grumps play through Breath of the Wild, but I think that's about it. And I still have yet to see the ending. I haven't haven't had that one spoiled for me. Not that it's, I don't think it's going to be that surprising how it ends, but like, you know, you kind of want to like experience it on its own, like, I don't know, in-game, I guess. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nope. Nope. I guess I could just burn these guys at this point. Yeah, he's dead anyway. Ha ha ha. I'm definitely in that mode where I'm getting really excited about every single idea I have for a Chrono stream. So it's like, I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, and they were going through the chronology of Metroid, and I was like, oh, I should Chrono stream Metroid. And then like yesterday I was listening to something and they were talking about like Parasite Eve, and I was like, oh, I should play Parasite Eve. I just like get overexcited about every little idea. I'm like, Chris, you gotta chill, man. You can only play so many games at once. Alright, we'll just burn these guys. And I'll just miss every single shot. Boop. Boop. Ooh, full magic meter. Thank you. Do 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 do. Easy peasy. One of my bosses at Phosphor was watching last Tuesday's stream, and he was in chat a little bit too. But he was like, "Wow, Chris really knows this game. I've never beaten this game, or like I've barely played this game," because I think he only played the first maybe, 20 minutes of the game, and then kind of like moved on to the next thing. I'm like, I guess I do kind of know this game pretty well. I'm not like speedrunner level, but it kind of made me feel good. Thank you for that key. The number of times I've been grabbed by a wallmaster here is ridiculous. So much so that at this point I'll never forget ever again that wallmasters can still get you there. Okay, so I can use the cape to kind of survive a little bit longer here. I still have 2 fairies, so I'm not super worried. I could use... yeah, I'm gonna use the cape. Just because it gets to a point where dodging stuff in this fight can get pretty ridiculous. Ow. I'll be pretty happy though if I can beat him without using any fairies. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Hey, I did it! Haha! This is why I love the spin attack, because it's hard to like continuously whack that guy, you know? So if you use spin attack, you deal, I don't know how much damage it actually is, but I think it's like 1.5 or something close-ish to that. And so you just deal more damage. So it's like, it makes each of those like little hits feel that much more potent. It's still in the oh, I got Donkey Kong Country Freeze today. It's still in the wrapping. Nice. Oops. Sorry. I've been enjoying all of the commercials and ads I've seen on like Facebook and YouTube for that. It looks like such a pretty game. I really have no idea why I've never played it. Chris, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Do you know the prophecy of the Great Cataclysm? This is the way I've heard it. If a person who has an evil heart gets the Triforce, a hero is destined to appear, and he alone must face the person who began the Great Cataclysm. If the evil one destroys the hero, nothing can save the world from his wicked reign. Only a person of the Knights of Hyrule who protected the royalty of Hylia can become the hero. You are of their bloodline, aren't you? Then you must rescue Zelda without fail. Do you understand? I don't think I'll do it. You did it! You saved her! Yup. Yes! Okay. So that was Dungeon 3. Dungeon 4... Okay, cool. Dungeon 4 is super close. I usually go to this dungeon next just because of it's so convenient to reach. But I'm so used to the randomizer that at this point I'm just like... I feel like if I don't do things in the intended order, I'm gonna forget that I need a piece of equipment that I don't have. Kanan dead yet? Also, guess I'm just popping in and out using hotel Wi-Fi and it's not doing too swell. Ooh, traveling. I was wondering where you've been. You've been a little quiet lately, and I was like, Henry is either in trouble or he's doing something. So I guess I'll tentatively say I'm happy that you've been doing stuff and hopefully having a good time. And I know that feel on hotel Wi-Fi. It's one of those things where anytime I hear about streamers that like do something while they're out of town and like in a hotel and they try to like do an IRL stream or something, I'm just like, how do you make that work? You've got to have some like pretty bombing like I don't know, hotspot Wi-Fi in your phone or something to make that work. Brother just graduated, so I'm in Detroit. Oh, that's kind of fun. Detroit's one of those places that I hear so many things about that I never really know whether or not it's a place I should want to visit or if it's a place that I should be indifferent about. But it sounds like a cool place. But yeah, congrats to your brother. That's super exciting. So this is the dungeon in the randomizer that always goofs me up because there's at least one chest every single time I've tried that I always happen to forget. Because they're just like scattered all over the place. And this is before, I'm pretty sure this is before the map system in Zelda would show you which rooms had chests. They eventually did that. But I think that was more for the 3D Zeldas when they were like, players are going to have a harder time navigating 3D spaces. Let's, like, make this map system a little bit more robust for them. Yeah, get to see him tomorrow. Get to see his photos on display. Oh, that's fun. What was he graduating, like, either from or, like, is it college? Is it like high school? I mean, you don't have to delve into details if you don't want to, but that's still pretty exciting no matter what. Okay. Oh, well, there's the big key. This is one of my favorite bosses in this game, just because like there's a really subtle narrative to it, which I think is a lot of fun. This is like one of those things that the Fables games I thought did really well between 1 and 2, where they kind of like built up this lore that you sort of, you know, don't have to know and you kind of stumble upon a lot of it. And then it like adds together to kind of create this really interesting narrative. So this boss, specifically in the light world, you hear stories of a master thief, and I think specifically you hear about it in the town of Kakariko. So it makes sense because it's literally the light and dark world versions of this same location. And so you hear about this master thief that kind of like pulled off this heist and then disappeared, or like something happened to them. I don't remember the story entirely. But the idea is, like, the boss in this dungeon is that Master Thief turned, like, monster. Which I think is kind of cool. Ha! So you're like, I'll see what's up here. And you're like, why is there just an empty room? I don't get it. What's supposed to happen here? Is this just a trick? New tweet from Twitch support. Issues with channel information not loading should be clear. Oh. So I have the chatbot. I had it set up to add tweets in chat. I thought it was for if people were tweeting at me, but maybe it's just if Stream Elements tweets. That's a little goofy. I think if that's what it is, I'm gonna turn that off, because I don't think anyone cares what Stream Elements is saying. I mean, like, I'm mildly interested, but not... Oh, dang it. But I'm not interested enough midstream. These things are a bit of a pain, because you can only damage them when they're, like, floating away. No. I'll just skip these guys. Gonna get that fairy. Come on. Why do you look so transparent? Keep you in a bottle, save you for later. Mo fairy, less scary. Yeah. I'll just boop and run. Can kind of do the little cheat where if a prong pops up and hits you, it doesn't damage you, but it sort of invokes that invincibility frames. So you can kind of use that to damage boost stuff without actually taking damage, which is a little silly. Not that I need to kill these guys, but it just feels right. College brothers went to CSC College of Creative Studies. He went to it just out of high school, then took a break and finished last semester. He had to take a break due to expenses. I know that feel. I was paying college out of pocket, so I was lucky enough to never have to take a break. But like I hold no criticisms for people that do have to take breaks, because that's not easy. College is super expensive. Okay, so I blew up that hole in the wall, and you're in the floor, and you're like, wow, why is that crack on the floor like weirdly framed? You're like, I think I'm seeing these pieces go together. Strange, but I think I'm following, game. I could have done this a little bit better, but that's fine. That's fine. Whoop. Actually, I should... Yeah, there we go. Diagonal boomerang. Ooh, you know what? I didn't realize these guys came back. Give me that fairy. Yes. Yes. But yeah, man. Congrats to your brother. That's really cool. Getting through college is not an easy thing. Boop. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's a key here, but I don't want to be wrong and not find out. Okay, so that's just a switch to open that door. College is ridiculously expensive. Yeah, I'm still paying off student loans, and I've been paying them off since 2012, and I won't be done until 2025. So when I'm 35 years old, I will have finally paid off my student debt, and much rejoicing will be had. And of course I'll be broke again by that point, because I'll like have kids. Or, well, nah, yeah, who knows? Who knows? So I think this is just a trap room. But I'm gonna kill these guys in case they do drop a key. Oh, come on. There you go. Nope. Where did I get that last key? I'll be paying mine off for like forever. That's how it feels, my dude. Maybe I get the key over here, because that's the boss loot, I think. So I'm sure I can... Oh, I'm considering a career change difficult to do when you can't afford to go back to school. I mean, a bachelor's degree. So I'm sure I can get something... Oh, I have a bachelor's degree. I gotcha. No. Yeah, I don't think you're getting too personal. That stuff is more than fine. At least, I'd be surprised if it bothers anyone else in chat, but I think that's fun stuff to talk about, actually. Oh, maybe that's a key. Yeah, there we go. Oh, thank you very much. You saved my life. Please take me outside. I bet you guys are cool. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel ya. That's why I only got an associate's degree. And that worked out for me. Like, that's definitely not for everyone. And even that, you know, is like a, yes, Titan's Mitt. And even that degree is gonna, like, have me paying it off for 12 years. So yeah, I mean, if you could get scholarships or federal loans, like, that stuff helps a lot, even if it isn't always enough. Yeah, I gotta catch you later. Wi-Fi isn't up for this. Getting 2 to 5 seconds of video and then 10 to 20 seconds to load. Ah, sorry, dude. Well, I hope that either the VOD will satiate your Zelda needs for the Interman. Otherwise, maybe I'll see you tomorrow or next week for Link's Awakening. I hate my job. Oh. God, too bright. So, she's the monster. It was all just a trick. And if you try to take her outside, she's like, I need to go back inside. I don't want to go here. You're like, what? But that was the way out. You asked me to take you. I don't understand what you want. Okay, so this one's tricky. She's gonna shoot lasers and spit out fireballs at me whenever I deal damage to the head. And much like some of the Zelda 1 monsters, like the Zelda 1 dragon, it's gonna start spitting out extra heads once I deal enough damage, and then you just have to play the dodging game, which gets crazy, but it's surprisingly, you know, I think okay, so long as you kind of like just move around. Honestly, like, I'm not trying to soak in all of the shots at once. I'm just kind of moving and dodging wherever I need to. Wi-Fi allowed me to send love to my friends. Access denied. Oh, well, I appreciate the effort, bud. For what it's worth, H-Pets, I went through a minor career change, even though, well, I guess technically I had a career change, and then I went back to my old career, but for the better. But either way, you got this. You can make it work. It won't be easy, but like, I think if you can get through it and you get the career that you want, like, totally worth it. I mean, I know that's easier said than done, but like, I hope you get what you need out of your career. Well, yeah, later, guys. Good luck saving your ... See ya, Henry. Chris, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. As the wise men sealed the way to the Dark World, the Knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of evil monsters. I heard that Knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in that battle. You are perhaps the last one to carry on the bloodline of the Knights. It is ironic that the last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend. Surely you can destroy Ganon. Do you understand? I don't understand your use of irony. I'm pretty sure that's not right. But that's cool, I guess. Yeah. So, now we can get the good shit. Check this. Now that I'm playing this through the right way and not through the randomizer, it's really helped put this in perspective how close in proximity the intended path is. So it's like, oh, I can talk to this guy now because I can pick up those darker stones.
Ribbit, your body did not change. You are not just an ordinary guy, are you? I used to live in Kakariko Town. I wonder what my partner is doing without me. Ribbit, I have a request of you. Please take me to my partner. Please, Ribbit, please.
I like this little guy. He's pretty cute. So we'll take this little buddy on over here. We're gonna toss this stone out of the way. Gonna slap that mirror in that inventory. And climb these little dwarven steps. Ah.
Oh, happy days! Here again, you found my partner. We are very happy now. Drop by here again. At that time, we will temper your sword perfectly.
Thanks, buddies. Well, I'll just take a quick step out and take a quick step in, and oh, look at how much time has passed.
Hey, you, welcome. Ask us to do anything.
Temper my sword, please.
I'll give you a big discount.
Sword tempered for 10 rupees. Wow, really? I thought it was going to be like 100.
All right, no problem. We'll have to keep your sword for a while.
So I think I'm used to the randomizer, so I think you normally would just like leave and go back in. But instead, I have to go do a little bit of stuff. It might just require me to jump between a couple of cells. But this might be enough of a time waster to wait for them to finish that sword, and I'll get some good stuff out of it. I feel like streaming this game feels like the polar... Oh. I didn't realize I wasn't listening to game audio this entire time. Ah, so much better. Yeah. I was plugged into the computer because I was listening to my recording to make sure that the audio sounded good, and I forgot to plug it back in. Oh, I got a full heart out of that. Nice. But yeah, I feel like streaming this game is so dramatically different from the first two games. It's like I knew nothing about those games, and this game, like, I'm so familiar with that I have no concerns about what I'm doing. Alright, you guys ready for me?
Your sword is tempered up. Now hold it.
Yes.
Great, your sword is stronger. You can feel the sheer power flowing through your body.
Oh, that was his internal monologue. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Because the key is locked inside this chest, you can never open it. Just take it with you. Man, don't you hate it when that happens? I feel like I haven't actually had that issue where I like locked something inside of like, you know, locking your key inside of your car or inside your apartment, and you're just like, ah, how do I get it? I've been lucky enough that that hasn't happened in a while. Remember, that happened to me a lot when oops. That's right, I cannot dash. It will stay behind. That happened to me a lot when I was a teen and, like, getting used to having a car. The number of times I had to call my dad to come, like, either use a spare key to unlock my car or use one of those, like, Slim Jims to, like, reach inside the window and unlock it. It's like, oh man, it's so embarrassing. Don't mind me, birds. Or, you know what? Maybe I'm not so scared anymore. You hear that? I'm not afraid anymore. I heard that you know I used to be a thief, right? Well, I'll open a chest for you. Will you keep it secret from everyone else? Would you please promise? I will tell it to everyone. Okay, if that's the way you want it, I hope you drag that chest around forever. That's so silly. Yeah, it's the last magic bottle. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. Yeah, that's the only one that'll fit. I got all the magic bottles. Let's see. Okay, so I already did the swamp, but I'm close to the ice palace, so let's do that. I guess while I'm at it, I could expand arrow and bomb inventory, and oh, I think I got that heart piece that was over there, so I think that one's good. Gonna go with the probably on that one. Get out of here. Ha! Your fireball never had a chance. I teleported to another parallel universe. Pond of happiness. More like the pond of spending a lot of time. I will have big trouble. I actually don't know what that does. I think it maybe changes the drop rate of some things, which is kind of interesting. I guess that's how they get you to keep throwing stuff in there. Give me more bombs. I cannot grant you more wishes for you, but a friend of mine might be able to. She lives in the waterfall of the Wishing Well near Zora's Lake. I will return your rupees to you. May you be happy. Okay, so I just need more arrows. I think I can hold up to 70 arrows, if I'm remembering right. That's an interesting bit to kind of teach you where the other fairies are, if you haven't figured that out already. Which I feel like it's relatively easy to kind of discover it. I think there's some other hints that they give you, but it's a pretty straightforward one. Give me more arrows. Yeah. Thanks, fairy. Great fairy. Fairy lady. Now let's go melt some ice people. Whoop, that's the opposite of what I want. Fight me! This dungeon, I think, is the one that gets most people confused. At least from what I've seen in Let's Plays of like a blind run of this, which I absolutely understand. You'll see when we get there, but there's a bit of a weird puzzle that kind of gets you running around in circles a little bit more than you would expect. Oh, almost perfect. Ha 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 ha. I love that those guys die so easy. God, this temple. Yeah, String knows what I'm talking about. I actually kind of love this temple now that I know its secrets. But yeah, figuring that out for the first time is a huge pain in the butt. Oh, I should have picked up another fairy while I was increasing my inventory. But that's alright. Ah! Oh, it went over that. Oh. I turned back pretty quick. Alright. Oop. Come on. Come on. I'ma get you. I got you. I'ma get you. I'll keep that fairy in a bottle. Oh yeah, that puzzle. This temple is really cool. It's one of the few. I'm not usually crazy about ice levels. I know most people kind of hate water levels, and they usually don't bother me too much. But ice levels are the ones that always like. Oh, they get me irritated so quick. Ah, that's okay. I don't need that. I don't need none of that business. Boop. And the frame rate always lags whenever you do that. I don't know what it is about these sprites and like leaving a bomb on the floor, but there's something about that the game just does not like. I will slap on arrows. Actually, I'll just do hook shot. So one thing that I completely forgot about when I went back to play this game is that one of these guys, there you go. So that guy has a key. And it's one of those moments where it's like, how would you ever know? But when you're playing the randomizer, so like in this case, actually I think I do want that to be red. So I think in this case it's like, oh, obviously I have to get a key in this room because there's a locked door right here. In the randomizer, you don't get that luxury. Sometimes you just have enough keys, so you just go through without realizing, oh, I need to kill the guy and get one of the keys in here. Tripped me up for a while when I went back to this game. I don't think you realized I was making a pun. It's all good. This temple's... oh. This temple's really cool. I gotcha. It was so good that it like whoosh, totally evaded my pundar. Don't think I want to go that way. I might be shooting myself in the foot with order of operations. But I think that's how you get to the big chest, and since I don't have the big key, it doesn't seem important. Ah. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, you know what? There is a... there's something in this room. It might have just been the map or the compass? It might have been the map. So I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing. And go this way. Making bad puns is just gonna be my new career. I know a couple people that would be perfectly suited to make something like that their career. So I endorse this. There we go. Give me that. Boop you. Go back over here, pick that up. Oh, well, I guess I didn't need to open that door, but we're here now, so I guess it's too late for that. Boop. I wonder how, this is one of those games that it's so long ago since I first played this that it leads me to wonder how a player nowadays might go about like figuring out how to kill these the I forget what they're called, but the skeleton knights that don't die unless you blow them up. Because it's one of those things, right, where the game doesn't really teach you that. Oh, that's the map. Okay, well, I guess that other key was definitely, or that other chest was definitely a key. It's okay. I find out the hard way sometimes. Actually, that kind of works out, because that's the big key. So I'll just go back down. What was I going to say? I guess maybe Sarashala might teach you that through one of those little, like, stone tablets on the wall. But I haven't read most of those since I was a wee little child, so I genuinely don't remember what most of them say. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! It's so hard to go down the stairs when you're slipping on ice. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Oh, hey, there you are. There you go, buddy. That was just bombs. Ha! Well, I'm glad I decided not to go down this route. In the end, it was pointless after all. But this is really where the action's at. Yeah. Got the blue mail. So now I take half? Yeah, half damage. Yes. I will never die again. And that's an Affinity Chris promise. Oh, I do have a key. I'll kill this guy anyway. Just 'cause. And if I turn those pegs, if I jump down there, that'll take me to a bunch of fairies. But instead, I'll just go the quick route. Oh, I don't have enough keys. Did I miss a key? Maybe that's a key? That's not a key. Will you give me a key? Where did I miss a key? Shoot. Okay. I will never die again. Famous last words. I do my best to make terrible promises that I can't keep. Yeah, definitely not that way. I wonder if it was that long room. Oh, it's this room! This game is back at its tricksy ways. Where is that? Of course. I was like, I was gonna pick up that one, I was like, nah, I don't think that one's it. Great job, Chris. Oh, actually, I guess I was fine. I was worried about nothing. So really, the trick is that this dungeon makes you... Oh, it's another key. This dungeon makes you loop around a lot. So that's the first loop, in that you have to do that in order to get a key. Gonna have to do that another time. So it makes you feel like you're going in circles, and sort of makes you feel like you're lost. Ow. Or you're like, I don't know. It makes it at least more difficult to remember the correct path. Maybe there's a more efficient way that I never found, but... There we go. It's my favorite way to get across that. Because you just go so fast, they can't catch up to you. And then you kind of have a bit of a damage boost. Sort of. Ow. Alright, hopping back down. Now I got my one key. Just gonna boogie on through. I might as well recover those handful of hearts. Don't mind me, just passing on through. Gonna hit that. Just gonna scoot on over here. It's one of those traps that always leads me to wonder of like, what's the point? I feel like there's no need to turn you into a rabbit there, you know? Because it's like, you're not in danger, so it's just literally a time waster. Like, why you gotta do that to me, game? Oh, so the trick here, by the way, is you can push down one of those blocks from both sides, right? So I can push that block down here, but that's not the one I need. I have to loop back around so that I'm on the other side of this, so I can push a block down from the left side, but you're likely to go down there, realize it's not the right one, and you're gonna be like, I don't understand what I gotta do. Ah, ah. Okay. And we'll just go back up. Boop that guy, take some damage, you know, the huge. Get ye old trusty hook shot. Just skip on through here. Give him the old 1-2 spinneroo. I'll be back in a bit. No worries. Ah, I was hoping to get it. I wonder why they made it so tough to go downstairs on icy platforms. I think maybe the idea is that it's part of the challenge. Like, it's one of those ones where it's like, I almost wonder if it wasn't intended originally, and then they kind of saw that as a side effect, and they're like, ooh, keep that. That's not a bug, that's a feature. Which is famous last words for any developer, but often not necessarily a bad choice. Much like the Dark Woods final boss entrance, this one feels so, like, weird. 'Cause you're like, what's going on in this tiny little room? Like, what do I do here? And you lift up this platform, and you're like, oh, there's a hole in the ground. Well, I wonder where that'll take me. Out to the boss. So this one is tricky in that you have to have enough magic at this point in order to unfreeze him. And if you don't, you just have to leave the dungeon and come back. Which is a huge pain in the butt, and there's no way you would know that going in. And I didn't realize that until I played the randomizer, just because, like, you can't just get half magic use right away. It's something you have to actually find in a chest, which I love that as an idea. But it's like, you know, if you have half magic, you're probably fine. You're going to have enough magic to melt it. But the game definitely seems to expect you to have it at this point. So it's an interesting challenge. I think it makes sense with the context of the dungeon, because the dungeon is so circular. So if you don't have enough magic, you have to go through the entire dungeon again. It's like, it feels on theme, because the rest of the actual boss fight's not incredibly challenging. Consistency in design, I dig it. Chris, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. They say that the Hylia people controlled mysterious powers as did the 7 wise men, but the blood of the Hylia has become thin over time. We who carry the blood of the 7 wise men do not possess strong power anymore either. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the knights with the wisdom of the wise men. Only a short time remains until the gate at the castle linking the worlds opens completely. If you defeat Ganon, this world will vanish and the Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Good luck. Do you understand? Do you understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Ah, yeah. So now we just have 2 dungeons left. There's a great glitch that lets you use the flute in the Dark World, which I think is hilarious. But for the next dungeon, wow, now that I think about it, they're really clever about this. So in order to leave Dungeon 5, you have to use the magic mirror to bring you to the Light World. In order to get into Dungeon 6, you have to use... Oh shit! Shoot! Shit! Did I not do this? I guess I gotta go back to Kakariko Village. I thought I unleashed the bird. I totally forgot. Ha! But yeah, in order to get to Dungeon 6, you have to use the bird. So the way that those dungeons link together actually makes a lot of sense. I never realized that before now, but that's kind of genius. I love those little details. They were really smart about how they structured this game. I don't know if there are many other heart pieces that I've yet to find. So I'll get another full heart in the next 2 dungeons. I don't remember where I get that last heart. I don't know if... I don't think I get it in the final dungeon, so there might be 4 more heart pieces that are sitting around. Million notifications. That's one of those little tunes that I enjoyed so much as a kid that I like always made it a big deal to like sit and listen to that full flute song. It like made me so happy as a kid. I still love it. Bam! So, oh, I need to get the medallion still. Ha! I totally forgot. What was I gonna say? I don't know. What's up?
I'm just grabbing something.
Oh. Do you need help? Oh. Jen's getting her ukulele because she's cool. Goof. Oh, there's one of the heart pieces. Okay, so I guess I do have to get more heart pieces in the general world. Actually, I don't remember what's over here, but maybe there is a second one not far away. What do we got in here? Hey, it is another heart piece. Okay, so I only have 2 more left. And I know where one of them is. Okay, so... yeah, I think that'll happen. I think I'll get all the heart pieces. Yes! I think this is just a shop, if I remember. Oh, actually, I have to get some of the medallions. Haha! Boy, Chris, your memory isn't the greatest, but that's okay. Oh, that's a fairy. Alright. I forget what this guy actually says. The randomizer's in Japanese, so I haven't actually heard his text in a while.
Hey, I'll tell you a profitable story if you pay me 20 rupees. How about it? Thank you. As a matter of fact, monster magic is making it rain in the swamp. If you can move the air with more force than the monsters, the rain may stop.
I mean, it's sort of is obvious how to get into the dungeon when you see the symbol on the ground, but, you know, extra reinforcement never hurts. Until it does. I don't think this will take me up there, but maybe it will. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to go around the long way. Where is the access point? I think I just have to go. Oh, you know what? There's one that's not that far. Do. Yeah. Don't mind me, just passing on through. Oh, just passing on through. I hate those guys. They, every time you swing your sword, they jump back just enough so that you always miss them. You have to, like, juke them out in order to damage them. Sneaky. Alright. Medallion number 1. So I think I needed Quake. So I don't remember what this one actually is. Hold up the Master Sword and you will get the Magic of Bombos. I don't think this is the one. Yeah, that's the fire one. Da 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 da. Okay, now I'll go get... I'll just knock them all out. I might as well take care of these. Oh, actually, I could go and access part of the mountain that I couldn't get to before, since I basically can go anywhere now. Yeah, I guess I'll do some looting of the mountain while I'm here. Because I think what I get out of, yeah, the treasure in Dungeon 6 is really only necessary for Dungeon 7. But that's about it. So I'll go ahead and jump down here, get this doodad. Ah, my magic! My beautiful magic! But will I have enough? Come on. There you go. It could be worse. Guess they kind of expect you to take damage on your way in and maybe not on your way out. But, you know. Yeah, I got the Cane of Birna. If you swing it once, a ring of light will protect you. So it sort of does exactly what the cape just did, except I'm not invisible. That's about it. It is one of those things where it's like, you kind of made two things that do the same thing, but that's okay. They each got their different flavor at least, because while you're using the Cane of Birna, I think you can still get knocked around by stuff even if you don't take damage. Oh, but you know what? Cane of Birna will deal damage to enemies if they touch you, or if they're in that little, you know, thing that's spinning around. So I guess that's the trade-off. Whereas with the cape, you go through things, so they never touch you. I do appreciate that the book is at least used for a little bit more than just the one dungeon, even if it's not enough. Hold up the Master Sword and you will get the Magic of Ether. Okay, so that's the lightning one. This controls the upper atmosphere and polar wind. Watch your magic meter. Okay, so yeah, I'll go get a bunch of other stuff from the mountain while I'm here. It'll speed things up later, at the very least. Stop that. Well, fine, be that way. I'm gonna get that fairy. Come on, come on, come here, please. Alright, or just fly off screen. Ah, dang it. Come on, come on. Alright, you're a jerk. Let's see. I think this is not where, well, it might be where I want to go. I think it's that lower one though. So I'm going to go down notch number 2. Well, this one might take me somewhere I need to go. Well, fine, be that way. I think this might just be rupees, though. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of rupees, at least. Perfect timing. Or just slightly not perfect timing, maybe. I don't think I can do anything if I go in this route. Oh, maybe I can. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure I can't. I think... Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I think this is where I exit if I jump down to that other platform. Is this a shop? No. There we go. Get some fairies. I think I'm still fully stocked. Yep.
Consume.
Alright, and we'll go in here. And this is... Oh, actually, can't do anything here. That's a shop to the left, so I'm not going to bother going in there. But this is the ultimate gold mine in the randomizer. If you can get over here, this is like always where I get the most vital stuff that I would have taken forever to find alternate routes for. Get some bombs, get some arrows. In the randomizer, that could have been 2 items. Or tools, whatever you want to call them. And here we go. 5 good old beautiful whopping chests. Oh, maybe I get a heart piece over here. Oh. Well, not so exciting in the normal game. And that's it. But there is at least 1 heart piece I can get. So I'm going to go back in this little stairway. We're going to go up this one. Save me! Save me! No! Every time. Okay. So we'll hang out in here real quick. This should take me to... Oh, this won't take me where I need to go. Oh, it was the 3rd notch. Dang. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is where that stairway takes me, is just up there. So it's all kind of pointless. Yeah. Alright, now to go down the 3rd notch. Okay, that was nothing. Am I thinking of a different... Maybe I'm thinking of Dark World. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that one to the right doesn't take me anywhere. I'm pretty sure... Oh, they are totally tricking me. Okay, so... Really, I need to just... Ah, get out of here! Okay, let me see if Chris's brain can actually remember the correct sequence. Then he goes, huh? Huh? Hey! So basically you have to just keep trying that until you find the right sequence. Oh, I can get into the other dungeon. Ha! So you need Quake for this one. Okay, so that's Dungeon 7. That was Turtle Rock. And we'll just hop on in there. And this is the other reason why, in the randomizer, this is a gold mine, because at that point, you probably have the means of getting into the Dark World. So you just kind of hop in on both sides and just loot the place until there's nothing left. Yeah! Now getting back is always where I screw this up. No. No, you stop that. Get out of here. No, don't freeze. I wonder if... of course I don't have any magic. I'm pretty sure this won't do anything, because they're just doofuses and hang on to that. Maybe I can... Ha! Ah! Oh, well, that's the other way of getting back, I guess. Points for trying? Maybe? Man, I don't need money anymore. Is this what it's like for rich people? To have so much money that anytime you get more money, it's just wasted and you're like, I can't spend this money fast enough. Because that's a problem I would like to have in real life. Please. I think those rooms just above are it's a fairy fountain and then a fairy that just full heals you. Yeah. Now I just need one more piece of heart. And I have no idea where that is. So hopefully I'll find that. Yeah, I think that's it for the mountain though. And this is Ganon's tower, so I'll come back here. Please swap problems with me, Jeff Bezos. Are you gonna find Chris Julian's secret room? Oh, I could do that. I think I know how. I've never actually done it. But I watched one video where someone did it once. I could try it. Also, what's up, Arrow? How's it going, man? Where do I go for that? Here, let's try going here. I think I can do it. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Chris Houlihan room is it's basically the error room. But the reason it exists is, for my rudimentary knowledge on it, is there was a competition that like Nintendo had, maybe through Nintendo Power or something. Not much watching Google I/O. Ooh, yeah, there were some cool reveals. Or shoot. Okay, so the reason this room exists is because there was some kind of competition and Chris Houlihan won it, and they were like, okay, we're gonna put your name in the game, but they didn't tell him where and you know, like how to see it. So it took like a decade for people to find the Chris Houlihan room, and he like, it was Nintendo Power, okay, cool. And yeah, it wasn't until like a decade later he found out about it and was like, oh, so that's what happened. And like, he was a kid at the time, so he probably didn't really know that much about what the ins and outs of it. But yeah, it's crazy. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I didn't have to be as close to it as I thought I did. Yeah! So this is the Chris Houlihan room. It's just a room full of money. You read this little stone tablet. My name is Chris Houlihan. This is my top secret room. Keep it between us, okay? And this is literally an error room. If you ever find a way to error out the game, this is where it throws you. So I mean, like, kudos to Nintendo for having a pretty squeaky clean game, because it took people a while to find the room. And it was like a weird condition like that where that was one of the few ways of finding the room. It's like, okay, this is pretty wild. Okay, so I need to go... Actually, yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna go here. I'm pretty sure there's a way to get to the Dark World from over here. Well, even if there was a way, I just took the longer route. He was told it would be in a NES game. Oh, so he didn't even know which game it was gonna be. Oh, that's funny. How weird it must be to, like, I don't know, have found that out a decade later. And be like, oh, my name is in this incredibly well-renowned title, and I didn't even realize it. Ah, get out of here. Is there a warp spot down here? No. I might have to go elsewhere. Yeah, there's not going to be a warp spot up here. Okay. Ah, thanks, Dreambot. Yeah, we have a Discord. If you're not there, I don't talk that much in there, but it is kind of a fun place to kind of chat with folks and see, like, what other people in the community are up to. I'm trying to think of where the fastest warp spot is. It actually might be... Yeah, I think it's the one all the way by the first dungeon of the Dark World. It's a bit of a hike, but that's not so bad. At least it's an excuse to go to this corner of the map that you really never really need to go to. I said really 3 times there. Yeah! Ah, mouth monsters! What a crazy time to be able to just, like, make monsters that look like this and not have to explain them. Just be like, you make it and people just kind of accept it as they are. Just like, yeah, that's normal. Which I imagine a lot of it's D&D inspired, or, you know, at least coming from similar places in high fantasy. Although I bet a lot of these enemies could be based in Japanese folklore too, now that I think about it. Either way, I think it's kind of cool. Oftentimes now if you build a fantasy game or, you know, have like a fantasy film, you're going to be criticized if you, like, do kind of have your own way with certain types of creatures. Which is, I mean, that's fine too. Like, I feel like if something comes with set expectations and something deviates from that, you know, why are you using this thing that has set expectations instead of making something totally new? But that's also difficult to do, you know?
Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I will give this to you if you go away.
Yeah! I did it. This is the Quake Medallion. Its magic causes the ground to shake and defeats nearby enemies. Watch your magic meter. Don't tell me what to do, game. Alright, now to do Dungeon 6. I love the rain effect in this. I think it's so cool. That little, like, screen flash to kind of make it feel like there's lightning does shockingly well to kind of, like, add that flair to it. Oh no, I'm short on magic. Shoot. I mean, like, you could give me magic if you want. You could give me magic if you want. That'd be really nice. Magic, please. 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 Pretty please. Oh, alright. I'll just go to the shop. I guess that's why they put a shop here in the first place. Oh, wait, that's not a shop. Dang it. That's the fairy. She's not gonna give me magic, I think. Probably not. No. Well, I'll just do this the sort of faster way then. The safer way. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. He says as he warps into a wall. Good old trusty magic witches. Give me your beautiful potions. After I consume one of these fairies. Actually... Nah, I'll just buy a blue potion. I was like, I could just go catch that fairy again. Like, I should probably have a blue potion just on supply in case I need that magic. Because blue potions will heal you full health. Fairies will only heal, I think, 8 hearts? Something like that. Alright, now nothing will stop me. I have full magic and a blue potion. Just try to get me to not open this dungeon. I love that it kind of looks like Swamp Thing. Just like, yeah. Nope, not having it. Little goopies, you can stay back there. Ah! Oh. Whiz robes. Whiz robes are way less mean in this game, at least. Not at all like it was in Zelda 2 or Zelda 1. Actually, you know what? I hated Wizrobes most in Zelda 1. I think that's my official stance. I'm currently sitting outside watching this, so glad the weather's finally nice. Don't know if I mentioned it before, I'm also in the Chicago area. Oh, super cool. Yeah, you've made some comments about storming weather in the past, and I had a hunch that you were in the Chicago area. But yeah, this weather has been awesome. I think I'll just go this way. I think this is just a... I know this dungeon the least out of the bunch. For some reason, I just like start forgetting it pretty quick. But yeah, the Chicago weather has finally been nice. I'm almost half the mind to say that it's too hot, but like, I'll take that over... You know, constantly snowy weather. Which I love the snow, but like, even I need a break sometimes. Ow. Get out of here. Oh, I can't do anything over here yet. Oh, right. That door opened. Haha. Oops. Fireballs. Oh. Like, that key. I totally forgot that key existed there. Just, you know, walk on spikes for a little bit. There you go. There's more keys for you. Isn't it nice? This is the dungeon where Aaron told this subway story. I remember that. That was good. That was the most memorable to me. Oh, that's what is the most memorable. Oh boy. That Subway story got me good because I worked at Subway for about 8 years. I ran a store And like I started as like, you know, the normal Subway grunt and kind of worked my way up the management chain. But anytime anyone foul-mouthed Subway, it gets me laughing so hard because like I know how bad Subway can be. I still eat it there sometimes though. I still like it. I'll wear my my Subway hoodie on stream sometime when it gets cold again. Nope. We've been having great weather in Massachusetts. Nice. Yeah, I feel like Chicago was not the only one that had weird weather this year. Oh. Strategically placed to put me in bad spots to get hit by fireballs. Clever game, clever. It was worth it. Oh, it wasn't worth it. I don't even have the boss key yet. Haha. Joke's on me. More onions, please. I was definitely one of those jerk Subway employees that was like, I will place the amount of vegetables based on the formula, and I will only give you more if you ask for more. But at that point, I was usually pretty lenient. If people were like, literally fill that sandwich with black olives, I'd be like, yeah, man, I got you. And I would get scorned from my boss, the like district manager, looking at me like, you can't do that. Be like, look, man, they're gonna keep asking for more until they get it, so might as well expedite this. Subway is real weird about some of those rules. Like, you can only give a customer the amount of napkins per 6 inches that they have. I distinctly remember that being a thing. I mean, that's fine. Like, they're a corporation first and foremost, so they want to, like, build things in a way that has a structure first and then can be, like, you know, fudged here and there later. Yes! I can never remember if I need to leave it red or blue for this. Not that it really matters. Got the best rant on that show. I feel the same way about GameStop. I used to work at that one Mall of America. Oh boy, I can only imagine what that would be like. What is over here? Did I go up yet? Oh, I did. Okay, so I'll go down on those other floors. No! What? Ah, you were just open. Yeah, I could see GameStop being that way for sure. And I mean, like, you know, sometimes it's not that bad, but sometimes it is definitely a pain in the ass. What's in that other room? Maybe these rooms connect. Oh, I remember this room. I feel like this is one of those rooms that took me a while to figure out as a kid. Mostly because I didn't have a realization of, oh, things like fire and moved bricks can persist between rooms. I didn't realize at the time that I thought that they just like reset every time you move the room. But I think actually they reset under certain circumstances. So like if you go down a floor and then back up a floor, things will reset. Man, now I need to rewatch Aaron's rant. Except my boss was amazing at GameStop. I mean, that's like the make it or break it for most places. If you have a good boss, that's basically why I was able to endure 8 years at Subway. Because my boss and I feel like by the end of my career there, like, we were legit friends. And she moved on to Subway Corporate, and I moved on to a different career. And so, like, we had a heartfelt, like, hug and, like, slight tearing of the eyes to be like, man, it was really nice working with you for 8 years. It's like, yeah, that's good. That boss was really cool. I do kind of miss having that sense. I feel like a lot of the jobs I've worked at over the last, I don't know, many years, it's like the longest I've stayed at a company was 3 years, and that was when I was working in CRM. And honestly, so they let me go. I actually didn't quit that job, and I felt really backstabbed. Like, it felt like a bad breakup almost. Part of it was the way they handled it, honestly. But like, I really liked that my boss there too. And so it was just like, oh, that one sucked. And that was only 3 years. But other than that, like, most studios I've worked at have been for a year or less. Phosphor finally has breached the year mark, which is super awesome. Like, I'm really happy about that one. Because I legitimately like working at Phosphor. Not that I disliked... I worked at a place called Spooky Cool Labs, and that was a really fun place to work until we started making like casino games, and it's really not my thing. The teams were great, but it's not my jam. Okay, let's see. I still didn't go down that one room. I kind of want to just go there just to see, but I don't think I need anything there. I don't think I need to go there. Ow. I actually had met him when I was in middle school, and he was just starting out at a GameStop near my mom's. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's crazy how stuff like that can work out, too. Just like, you never expect that to kind of be a thing, but I mean, like, yeah, that's how it goes. One day he was gone because he was promoted to manager at Mall of America. I remember calling him during the summer of my freshman year in college asking for a job. The interview was basically us talking about upcoming games. That's pretty sweet. That's like best case scenario for an interview too. Like, I hired a buddy at Subway that was kind of like that, who I still can't believe he did this, but he showed up to the job interview wearing a full chef outfit because he was going to school at the time for culinary arts. So it was like, oh, well, he swung by right after classes, so he was wearing his attire. But I was like, come on, really? This is overkill. This is Subway, not like a culinary professional work job. But I gave him the job anyway because I was like, well, he's a friend, and Subway's not a complicated job. Like, most people could probably do it. He was unfortunately really bad at the job, though, but, I think that was just because he had an attitude about things that just it was more down to bad work ethic rather than, shout out to him if he's watching the stream. I don't think he is, but but yeah. I'll never regret working at Subway for those 8 years because it is that job that really drove home my sense of work ethic. And that's what made me successful in college, and college fueled that work ethic way further. Like, college is what turned me into an adult, and that's partly why I feel like I've had a lot of success keeping jobs for the most part. There's still a lot of luck though, I think. Like, I'll never argue that I haven't been super ridiculously lucky when it comes to finding work. But yeah, man, work ethic, that'll take you way further than I think a lot of people will give it credit for. Of course, there's always going to be circumstances that make it tough no matter what, and work ethic won't help you there. Or, well, it may help you, but it won't be enough. But it's a good thing to have. Not actually sure how I'm supposed to... Oh, I think I just have to hang out on the side, and he won't be able to reach me with that lightning. Come at thee! Definitely, like, the boss starts, like, kind of interesting and just kind of turns lame. I used to work at a movie theater. The manager who hired me told me another person came in for an interview with a shirt that said, "Fuck you." Wow, I can't believe people think that stuff like that's okay. And I worked there for 10 years. Nice. I mean, like... Dude, balls of brass. Jeez, man. That befuddles me that people think that stuff like that's okay. I never had it quite that bad when I interviewed, you know, 16-year-old kids that were applying at Subway, but there were definitely some people that came dangerously close. Chris, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Aghanim as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters. But Ganon didn't plan on your getting this far. Now, Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside the Turtle Rock. Please hurry. Do you understand? So I didn't realize that Aghanim was actually a real wizard. I thought it was like a Ganondorf situation, but I guess that's not the case. Sometimes you find out the hard way. Trust me, I know that feeling about work ethic. I had a... When I ramble on stuff like that, I feel like I'm generally preaching to the choir, but like... I'm glad you feel me there. Okay, well, I guess I'll just do Turtle Rock now. I still don't know where that last heart piece is. I guess I could circle around and see if I missed anything obvious. It actually could be inside Ganon's tower, but that would be a little weird. But definitely not impossible. I guess we'll see. Kya! Give me that fairy. Ow. Immediately lost that full bill of health. And bam. I'm trying to remember what I get from this dungeon. I actually don't remember the dungeon loot, because now I have all the core items. And I don't think it's the red tunic. I'm pretty sure you get that in Ganon's castle, because that's kind of how it always goes. Well, I guess I'll find out one way or another. Yeah, didn't think the red rod was gonna do that, did ya? That blew my mind when I was a kid. Don't mind me. Oh, I remember now. Okay, yeah, that's... Now that I've remembered. Seeing that eye is what reminded me. I was like, oh wait, I don't have the thing to block that. Boop. Oh, that's not the right way. Well, might as well pick up some little resources. This is definitely one of those dungeons that feels a lot more complicated than it actually is. Because it's really easy to kind of get wrapped up in all these rooms, and like, you'll see what I mean when we get deeper too. I guess really for anyone who hasn't played this. Which, I assume there's gotta still be some people out there that have yet to play. Well, I goofed that up. But yeah. It's pretty straightforward. It just tries to trick you a lot. Oh. I hope I have enough time. Come on, come on. No! Oh, ow, I ruined everything. This is where they get you. I'm not a huge fan of these little, like, auto-moving platforms. I feel like they just take a lot of time if you goof up. There we go. Give me that map. A tiny little magic jar. And I don't think I picked these up yet. Yeah. And full magic. Get out of here. I feel like this is gonna lead me nowhere. I'm pretty sure this is a dead end, but I'll ride this one out just to make sure. I don't actually have to do anything. I could just sit here in the doorway. I wonder if that was an oversight or if it was an intended tactic to just be able to stick in the door, you know? Because, like, for the most part, I think they expect you to stay in the door if there are enemies hovering around, so it sort of gives you that barrier of invincibility so you don't have to worry too much. Yeah, that was definitely dead end, but it did get me more magic if I needed it, which I didn't, but that's okay. That room is still there if you really desperately need it, which is kind of nice. I feel like that might actually be all I need in this first floor. Yeah, because I already went there. Okay, so we'll just move on. Ow. And this guy goofed me up in the randomizer a lot because I didn't realize that he drops a key. Of course, playing in the real game, it's like, oh, well, it's really the only way to go. They do that a lot where it's just like, oh yeah, the way I get that key is in the same room that has the locked door. That just makes a lot of sense. Boop. I mean, that's basically the same thing here too, where it's like, oh, it's another locked door. I wonder how I get it. It's like, oh, the challenge is in the room you're in. But consistency is really nice. I feel like that was good design on their part. I also really appreciate that the timing of that evil fairy bouncing to that stairwell was perfectly timed with you entering the room and potentially just running down the stairs. So it was sort of set up in a way that was like, while you're running down the stairs, everything freezes. So you're probably going to get hit by that evil fairy and just be like, ah, curses, and just like watch your demise in front of you. That was definitely Nintendo being like, heh, snickering and troll-like. Well, I'm a rabbit. Oh, that's a laser. Oh, jeez, that dealt a lot of damage. Come on, there you go. Give me that key. That's it. Okay, yeah. Don't mind me, just sneaking on through. Pick up that boss key. Yeah. So like this is a good example too of like these tunnels are intentionally designed to keep the player confused, you know? But it's like at the end of the day, you really just have two routes to go. Like it's actually way less complicated than the player's first time playthrough is probably going to think that it is, which I think is hilarious. It's like, yeah, you just got to trust the tubes, I guess. And then I guess just remember which ones you've gone in, which maybe that's really the challenge. But I think you could just go back if you do happen to go a way you've already been. I always catch myself in this room lifting up all those little pots on the ground, or whatever those are. Maybe they're skulls. Oh yeah, they are skulls. Whoop. And one of them has one of those traps that turn you into a rabbit, and it always gets me every single time. I think that was the first time in a long time I've remembered that. Booped you. Oh, these get in the way. Haha. Well, let me just take care of that real quick. I mean, I could also just slice them, but like, I got all these arrows, gotta use them for something. Is this the final heart piece? Hey! Yeah! Okay, so really I guess the trick is like, you gotta remember is when you were scouring around outside of the dungeon in the light world, you're like, how do I get to this one spot? If you can like put 2 and 2 together, you can realize, oh, it's right there as part of the dungeon. Sneaky. So cool. I can definitely say I'm gonna have all of the hearts, which is not something that I always accomplish. So that feels kind of nice. Always with these hoppy guys. Get out of here. Get. None of that. I actually don't remember what's over there. I know I'm gonna have to go up. This might be a money room. Not that I need the money, but, you know, that's money. Oh, I guess I can just hit them before they unbury themselves. And then, I think it's this one. Depends on, yep, that's a money room. Ah! Oh. Depends on what you have to, get the heart pieces. In Twilight Princess, I got all the heart pieces. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like this might be the only game that I've ever gotten all the heart pieces, just because I'm not super good at, I guess to be fair, I didn't, oh, maybe that's a lie actually. I know I've completed Majora's Mask, so I probably, I probably got them all there. It's been a really long time though since I played Ocarina. I might not have ever completed that one, but I know I was crazy enough about it to go back and play the Master's Quest on the GameCube's like, what was it called? The like Master Collection or the Collector's Edition? I think it was just Collector's Edition. Okay, this Switch is my bane, the thing that makes me miserable, because if you don't get this on just right. Okay, so I think I got it on okay. So now I think, oh, I hope I didn't just mess that up. So if I get hit, I think it causes that block to disappear. So you want to get through without getting hit. I have the habit of pushing that block on and it doesn't stay on. Oh, thank goodness. And so I'll have to go through that sequence like, you know, 4 or 5 times until I finally get that door to stay open, and it just makes me miserable. Also, I love that holding your sword out like this is the way to like choose which position your shield is in. I think that's so clever. Oh man, that's good design. Oh, he's in the wall. Well, you know, could have been worse. This right here, I think, is a really, really nice thing that the designers did. And this is sort of building the level, knowing the mechanics of the game and kind of how to like, sort of like cheat the system in a way that helps the player the most. So you blow up that wall, right? And you look at this and you're like, okay, maybe I have to use the magic mirror here, right? You use the magic mirror and you see like, oh, so this just takes me here and then I can just jump down. But why would I do that? Like, this isn't going to take me anywhere I haven't already been. So the trick is that coming outside resets your start position, your entry position for the dungeon. So if you die, or if you continue the game, so if you fight the boss and then you die, and you have to restart the dungeon, it'll start you outside on that little ledge, or maybe at the very beginning of where I just entered, instead of at the very beginning of the dungeon. So it's a way of preventing for not requiring the player to go through all of those like tangled mess of the earlier part of the dungeon in order to get back to this spot. I love that. I think that's like, it's such a clever use of the game's own system to like benefit the player. I don't know. I maybe people aren't as excited about that as I am, but I thought that was really clever. At least that's how I speculate what that intent was. It could have really been for a million reasons. In Ocarina and Link Between Worlds, there are a few mini games that were like, nope, 20 hearts aren't worth it. Same in Skyward Sword. Yeah, I feel like that's usually what gets me to be totally honest. Okay, so I usually go for the ice guy first. If you can kill him before he spews out ice, you basically prevent... So when he spews out ice, it stays on the ground for, I think, the entirety of the match, whereas the fire disappears, so it's not a problem. This is definitely one of those bosses, though, where it's really, really good to have some spare magic on hand, just in case you don't have enough. Because if you don't have any magic, then you just legitimately can't kill those heads. Oh, there we go. It's like a crazy mix between the Dungeon 3 worm boss and kind of its own thing. I enjoy that boss, though. Bam, that's it. Now we can go fight Ganon. Oh, hey girl. What's up, Zelda? I appreciate you coming so far to rescue me, as I thought you are the legendary hero. I have felt this from the first time we met. Ganon is waiting inside of his tower to pass through the gate linking the two worlds. Once Ganon enters the light world, it is unlikely that anyone can stop him, but if he stays in the closed space of this world, you can find him wherever he runs. Now, go to the Tower of Ganon. We will use our combined powers to break the barrier. Let's return peace to the country without fail. Do you understand? Yes. Man, you really blow through these bosses. Thanks, man. I mean, like, once you kind of know their tricks, it's not too tough to do. That's why I was kind of joking, like, the playthrough of A Link to the Past compared to my run through Zelda 1 and 2 has got to be, like, a really stark difference of quality of gameplay, because I sucked at Zelda 1 and 2. And, like, not that I think I'm great at A Link to the Past, but it's, I struggle a lot less. Chris, we're going to break the barrier of Ganon's tower with our power. Alright, thanks. It's a shame you're still inside these crystals, but, you know, I appreciate it. Alright, Ganon. It's time to meet your match. Oh, actually, take that back. I have one bill of business first. Almost forgot the most important part. Which stinks. I should have done that before I went to Dungeon 7. Unless... Oh, maybe I have to do Dungeon 7 first. Now that I think about it. much like Zelda 1, we gotta get ourselves some magical gear. Which I actually don't remember if you can beat Ganon without. I feel like you might be able to. But I haven't tried in so long that I just don't remember. I will buy this giant bomb that I've never been able to discern what color it is. I used to think it was green, but it might be red. I legitimately cannot see what color that is, but I see that it's not gray. Oh, this is not the right way. I gotta go this way. Man, it does feel good to have all of the hearts, though. It's like satisfies that like tinge of completionist in me. And this is one of those rooms as a kid that, well, I guess I could have done Dungeon 7 before I did this, but this will make it a lot easier. Or Dungeon 8, I mean. Ganon's Tower, because there still is one last thing after Ganon's Tower. Are you red-green colorblind? Yeah, I'm only partially, like, I can still see red and green, it's just, it's often very difficult. And most of the time, greens look gray to me. But things like brown, for example, like, that's always a mystery color. And like, reds will often look brown, greens will look brown, but also grays will look green to me. It's a confusing mess. You are an honest person, I like you. I will give you something. These are the silver arrows. To give Ganon his last moment, you definitely need them. I know I don't quite have the figure of a fairy. Ganon's cruel power's to blame. You must defeat Ganon. Aw. You fine. You don't... You're fine the way you are. It's a salmon color, a mix of red and orange. That would explain why I have no clue what color that is, because salmon is one of those colors that will forever evade me. Where's that sword? Give me that level 4 sword. The bomb is reddish. Yeah, I definitely thought that bomb was green for most of my childhood. I like a nice person. I'll give you something better in return. Yeah! You're sort of stronger. You could feel its power throbbing in your hand. Whew. You gotta get all sensual about it. Jeez. Cool. Now we're ready for action. Alright, and I'm in a tree. Oh, actually, it wasn't so bad. Get out of here. I don't regret killing him on my way out. And yet, I have the most powerful weapon. But no matter what I do, I still can't kill these dang little stone imps. Forever the bane of my existence. Alright, now just to go jump back into the dark world, and then we good. Stop, oh, I hate these things. Why you gotta ruin everything? Oh, good. Wait, yeah, I actually got that fairy finally. Ha! Alright, now we good. Dodge these Lionels. These guys were so scary in Zelda 1. Which I guess, to be fair, in this game, they're pretty scary when you first encounter them. But as soon as you get the mirror shield, you're just like, pff, you ain't nothing. Alright, so going up first, I think, is not ideal. Yeah, okay, I need to do all the stuff downstairs first. I'm not going to go to that door to the right because that's a waste. That connects to the other room, to the other stairway that I was just next to. So I'm going to save this key for the better stuff. Ah, I had a feeling there was a key in here. It's one of those dungeons where it's like there are little secrets around every single corner. I'm pretty sure this is a trap room. Oh, actually no. I'm thinking of a different room that's later on. Although I really might not need anything in here, but... you know. Got some bombs. That was a dumb choice. Oh, I gotta do this again. Man. Oh, well, at least they stay dead. There you go, Chris. Pay attention to the blocks this time. I feel like this is not a necessary room either. Okay. Oh, it's the map. Okay. That's nice. I'll use that for stuff. Oh, I can just do this? Nope. Alright. I was like, I feel like I always put a bomb here, but I can never remember why. And then this one's mean, because if you put the bomb too close to those, it'll hit both switches, and then it'll just like go doo-doo. You're just like, ah, dang it. That's another interesting case of them being like, we're gonna use this system to kind of like make for weird challenges that players wouldn't expect, which I kind of appreciate that. This treasure, I think, tricked me a lot during the randomizer. That's what I get for doing the randomizer after not playing this game the legit way for so long. So there were so many little things like that. I was just like, oh, I forgot how the game's actually supposed to play. I don't think there's anything useful in here for me, but I'll go in this room that I also didn't know this room existed, I think, until I was an adult. It's like one of those cases of it was just like perfectly disguised. Yeah. Lots of bombs. Lots of arrows. Everything you need to kill yourself a Ganon. I think that's all I gotta get over here. Right? Yeah, I think so. I'm out of here. Later, guys. Oh, never mind. I thought I could sneak up that path. Oh, well, I guess I killed him in one hit now. That's the trap room I'm thinking of. I'll probably fall for it anyway. I always do. Okay, so I think straight up is the where I need the boss key or the big key. It is. Okay, so that's not the way I want to go. What I do want to do is light that up. Went off screen too fast. Okay, so I'll light that torch so the invisible floors show. Kill that guy. I'll magic dust this guy just for the sake of it. You know what? Just for that. Just get over here. Yeah. Hope you were happy with your choices. And this is a secret little bomb spot. Which I guess you're sort of expected to hit, but they do enjoy doing that to you a lot, where it's just like, I don't know, where's all the bomb spots? I guess you're gonna have to just blow up lots of stuff. I guess from that perspective, the game kind of does play a lot like Zelda 1. Yeah. Now you die in one hit. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. This is one of those cases of like, if you move to the left, it locks that door behind you, but you want to go up first. I definitely have made that mistake a couple of times and always makes me really sad. Yeah, big key. Because I think when you jump down, you might have to fight them again. I could be wrong about that. Give me some of that loot. It's probably going to give me more bombs and arrows that I definitely don't need. Oh, fairies. I stand corrected. I will take my one fairy and leave. Ow. Yeah. Found the red mail. This provides even better protection than the blue mail, so now I take a quarter damage. I actually wonder if I even need to go down the other path. I'll do it just to make sure I don't miss anything. There might be a couple more keys that I need to get or something. Yeah, all those bombs. Oh. Ah, there we go. So that's that other locked door. It's just where the rooms connect. I think this is one of those ones I actually have to write it out. Such a mean combination. They really throw everything at you here. So if you try to stay in that doorway, the wall master will grab you. If you run forward, then you get turned into a rabbit, so you can't actually break these. And then the whole time you have to deal with an evil fairy bouncing around. Oh, is that a locked door? Ugh. I'm a doofus. Although, maybe a key would have appeared if I had stayed. Now I want to just finish it out just to know. Oh yeah, and then those Medusa turrets will hit you if you try to break the tiles. So mean. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a chest. Okay, cool. So they do expect you to have to endure that. I think that room up there is that trap room. I'm like 90% sure that that's the case. In fact, let's look at the map. If it's a dead end, it is a dead end. And I've been there. Definitely that trap room. Not falling for it this time, game. Ha 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 ha. That room to the left, it's like a mini resource room. But it's a really weird one. Like, there's not much going on in there. Gotcha. It's like such a narrow window of being able to hit that. Oh, that's the compass. I might not have even had to go this way. It might have all been for naught. Oh, well, there's a key. Didn't know that was there. Oh, well, I guess I would have had to find it. Yeah, so maybe I really just don't need any keys. So that's definitely there to be a time waster because the tiles start disappearing over there. So if you spend too much time digging around, you lose your chance to get across. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, no! Every time. Come on. There you go. Good job, Link. Don't even pay him no mind. Yeah, I guess I didn't have to go to the right at all. 'Cause this just loops. And that's it. That's that whole path. Well, at least, like, it's still kind of fun to, like, see all of that. It's one of those things where it's like filling out most of the map just to feel like I did the dungeon and completed it and didn't miss anything important. Wow, yeah, from that perspective too, Ganon's tower is a lot shorter than I thought it was. I'll just shoot you real quick. There you go. Whoops. Oh. Come on, come on. I guess I could just kill you this way. Perfect. Is there there might be a treasure over here. Oh, that's how you open the door. Ha! That makes a lot more sense. When you notice that there is a locked door. I should scoot this a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. That's the sound of beauty right there. No problems here. Oh. I'll just scoot past all this. There we go. Oh. Come on, wake up. There you go, buddy. Ah! It only half worked. No. I love these. And the best trick of all. So you see that crack in the wall and you're like, how do I get over there? So you have to just tap like a tiny little frame and like manage to turn around and jump off like that. Yes. Oh, it's so funny. I love the little tricks that they do in the late game. And it's all just to get some fairies magic. That's all it is. But it's a fun little bonus to reward you for really like figuring out the nuances of the game. And I think that's really strong design. Ha 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 ha! Ooh. He had another hit in him. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I don't have laser swords. Well, you're dead. Yeah. I'm so happy I deflected that little fireball. That's it. What? One last trying to juke me out with the bunny form. You're nothing to my level 4 sword. And I just like taking these guys out the easy way. I might have been a little too soon. Ah, dang it. That's okay. That's not that much magic. And it's enough to like give you a little bit of a glance at where the actual walkable path is. I'm just not gonna deal with you guys. Those medallions are super powerful. Ow. Joke's on you, I got full health now. Of course, if you play fast and loose like that, you can end up like me and might not have enough magic if you screw up. Oh, I think so the trick there is that they expect you to like, well, maybe the safest way is to like go down and pick up all those blocks, but you know, it works out in the end. Oh, shoot. Well, gotta hit that bottom right one first. Ow. There we go. No problems here. Ooh, hey, a key. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Give me some of those bombs. Man. Who even knew you needed this many bombs? Right? Oh, we're getting close. Get over here. Turn you into fairy dust. I guess I could just skip doors like that at this point, just because I've already... Whoa. Ah! Doofus Chris! Even with the best sword in the game, still playing like a scrub. Although, that is one thing I do like about that boss, is, no matter... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. No matter how good you are, or no matter, like, what equipment you're using, at the end of the day, this guy can still just push you off a ledge and be done with you. It's one of those times where reusing bosses in a game, I think, actually worked really well, because it shows you how powerful you've become. It's a good case of like, you know, you fought these at the very beginning and you might have struggled, but at this point you're so good at the game that when you fight them, you know, you might still fumble a little bit, but you can kill them so fast that, you know, they basically feel equivalent to any other goon you might actually try to kill. I think that's fantastic. Like, that's such good design. Heading to bed. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out, H-Pets. It's a shame you'll miss the final battle, but that'll always be in the VOD. And what time is it? Oh, actually, There won't be a ton of time for Link's Awakening, so I guess you won't miss a ton. Ho ho ho, it's great that you could come all the way here, Chris. I'm very happy to see you again, but you better believe that we will not have a third meeting. Prepare to meet your doom. Oh man. Ha! Little laser pellets. Oh. Here, maybe if I angle this. At least I got him with one. The sweet spot is when you, like, hit him with all three. Oh, that could have been it. I could have had the world. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Maybe. Yeah, it kind of works. He's getting some good corners on me. There we go. Aghanim, you're not that good, man. Oh, oh, oh. He had bats in him. That's probably normal. It's probably fine. It is time. The final battle. Such a cool sequence. I love how they break their own rules by letting Link bring his little bird carrier into the Dark World just for that.
I never imagined a boy like you could give me so much trouble. It's unbelievable that you defeated my alter ego, Aghanim, the Dark Wizard, twice. But I will never give you the Triforce. I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds come true without delay.
That's nice, buddy. Whoop. Whoop. Of course, he could still juke me out and kick me off a ledge, and then I have to go fight him all over again. But I'm gonna try to play this smart. Whoops. Oh. Okay, so now this is when it starts getting a little bit trickier, because he's gonna start kicking down these floors. Whoops. I should not have just stood there like a doofus. That's alright. I got plenty of fairies. Come on, buddy. Whoop.
You're doing well, lad, but can you break through the secret technique of darkness on guard?
I can, because I got a fire rod. Boop. Yeah, so if he catches you off guard here, that's really where... Yes! If you're lucky, you can get 2 hits there. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on. Oh. Oh, man! Is this it? Is that the final blow? Yeah! Woo! Ganon is no more. Ever again. Definitely not ever gonna come back. I love that little door opening noise. Welcome, Chris. I am the essence of the Triforce. Thanks, String. The Triforce will grant the wishes of the heart and mind of the person who touches it. If If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. The stronger the wish, the more powerful the Triforce's expression of that wish. Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the Dark World. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish come completely true. But now you have totally destroyed Ganon. His Dark World will vanish. The Triforce is waiting for a new owner. Its golden power is in your hands. Now, touch it with a wish in your heart. I wish to conquer the world. Ah ha 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 ha! Joke's on you. I wish to have the strength to lift this giant Triforce. Hey, and there's the end credits the way that they're supposed to look and not rainy and dreary. For anyone who watched the stream last week. The Loyal Sage. Oh look, everyone's not dead now. That's so nice. Sahasraral's homecoming. Yeah, buddy, you finally came home. Vultures rule the desert. I always kind of enjoyed these little sequences. I wish for Bulma's panties. Great reference. I've actually been meaning to go back through Dragon Ball and watch the entire series. I kind of want to like do my own little like chrono watching of Dragon Ball and work my way up to Super, but that's easier said than done. Especially because getting DVDs for all that stuff is really expensive. Your uncle recovers! Ah! I'm not a total orphan. Or are you an orphan even if you have an uncle? I'm not actually sure. Either way, uncle! The Witch and Assistant. Magic Shop. Man, this game is so good. Yeah. I could definitely... This is one of my desert island games of like... I could probably play this over and over and over again, and it would take quite a while for me to get totally tired of it. Especially with the randomizer. Doing just that with Fox, and it's all on Hulu. Ooh, I do have access to Hulu. I didn't realize it was on there. I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball on Verve, but I think they only have the Japanese one, so it's difficult for me to multitask, which I do like the Japanese version. It's just like, if I'm working and watching an anime at the same time, it's tough. Because then you gotta read them subtitles. So I guess we could do one of two things. Either I could end the stream a little bit early, about half an hour early, which I don't think is the end of the world, or I could move on to Link's Awakening, and just get an early start on that. Or we could just like hang out and play some rando games. I honestly don't know what I would throw on, but yeah, what are you guys feeling? I'm up for just about anything. I know a decent bit of folks jumped out because it's already so late and they probably just wanted to see the end of the game. And the Master Sword sleeps again, forever. I'm sure it does. Forever. Mm-hmm. I like those little squirrel sprites. Cool. Well, we don't have to sit through the credits. Executive producer, Hiroshi Yamauchi. Well, there actually might not be a way to skip through it. But anyway, I think I'll just call the stream because there's not a lot of folks around, and I should probably not stay up super late because I think I'll get soaked into Link's Awakening if I start it. I was testing it out a couple days ago just to make sure that the cartridge I bought worked. And who knows with the Retron, right? Like, Retron is really, really finicky, especially with NES titles for me. I've been playing Dragon Warrior just for fun on the random moment, and it takes like 15 minutes to get Dragon Warrior to actually run. Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed for work in the morning. Yeah, I mean, I should probably not stay up super late. I got work in the morning too. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed watching A Link to the Past. I'll be back on Tuesday with Link's Awakening. And then after that, we've got... Oh, wait, is that right? Let me double check this. Because we do have... I don't think I'll be able to get the Philips CDI games in time. But I do want to hit BS Zelda. Let's see, what's next? So on the schedule, next is Link's Awakening. Okay, so after Link's Awakening, it'll be BS Zelda or Philips CDI if I do manage to get my hands on it. I have a little donation goal, but like obviously it's not a big deal if I don't hit it. And I'm going to try to get a Philips CDI no matter what. It's more a matter of like affording it, finding it on eBay that's not in a total junk state, and then it's a matter of finding the Philips CDI games. So it's a whole expensive endeavor since those games aren't easily emulated. But I could always come back to that if I do manage to get my hands on a Philips CDI later on. Like by the time I beat Breath of the Wild, if I have a Philips CDI, we could do like a Chrono-stream rewind and work the way through those. But it's not a big deal either way. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope to see you on Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow with Pikmin, because I'm Chrono-streaming Pikmin 2. Well, Pikmin, the franchise, also. And we might wrap up Pikmin 1 tomorrow. So, anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Real quick, I'm gonna, I don't do this enough, but I'm gonna raid a friend of mine who hops in chat sometimes. So if anyone wants to stick around and see her playing some music, I'm gonna hop on over there. But if not, no big deal. But yeah, just stick around and we'll raid her channel real quick. Bye everyone.